All right, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to cover this yesterday. No, I did not get into the Avatar Legends beta. I signed up for it, but they ain't give me a code. Them niggas hating, bro. They probably heard I got a link, so they didn't want to give it to me. So it's all good. It's cool. I'm gonna still watch it this weekend. I don't give a fuck. I didn't get into the Avatar beta, but I got into the Avatar beta. I forgot to cover this yesterday, but Black Cat came to Marvel Rivals, so this is the part of the stream where I'm gonna pretend like I'm coming back to Marvel Rivals as we show off everybody's favorite gooner. Close enough. Welcome back, Thanos. Marvel Rivals power creep reaches new levels of busted with Black Cat. We've got the trailer. Not even Sonic Fox got into the beta. It's hard to get into. They're just picking like random people, yeah. I'm back. We hopping on chat. Got the Corliss with the sub.
Good fortune for me.
The ass on her is heavy.
Cat's claws. Let's make it deep.
So she's good against flying characters, basically.
Deal.
My thing is like, what makes her different in comparison to Iron Fist?
Peekaboo.
Why can't Wolverine climb? Hey, that's a good question. Why is she able to climb and he can't when he got adamantium claws? That's a good question.
Stealthy.
That's how we do it, Catwalk.
Or Black Panther should be able to too.
Eat your heart out, Strange.
Now that's facts. How is she moving like this with all that ass?
Deliciously dangerous.
I unleash the Shanti.
Like, she looked like she weighed probably like somewhere between 160, 175, and at least like 45 of that is in her ass. So like, how's she? I at least stop. Yeah, Pilates is doing good. Like, these devs are dead ass nasty, nigga. Like, it's just funny at this point. These niggas is nasty, bruh. Fat ass titties.
You crossed my path.
Them niggas be sitting in the dev room making they dream woman.
Good boy, Petey. Meow.
Good boy, Petey. Is this an E-rated game? That's kind of nasty. That's kind of nasty. And then why they got her bent over, bro? What the fuck? Like, ain't this a kid's game? What the fuck are they doing, nigga? This character is hella gooned out, bro. She busted it wide open. Is that Black Cat or was that Peaches at fucking Magic City? God damn. Who buying the skin, chat? Some of y'all probably got y'all credit card out right now. You gonna get skin? You gonna get it? Yeah, she poking that shit out, bro. Look at this. She could definitely work at Magic City. She could work at Stadium, bro. She could work at the Rose Bar with John Wall and shit, bro. Fan service. All right, let me stop. I'm done with the jokes. Yeah, but the Marvel Rivals community, you niggas is nasty. Y'all never beating the allegations, man. Y'all never beating them. Y'all niggas nasty. You dead ass funny. Nah, these developers is funny. These niggas is horny as hell. These niggas be drawing characters off of Blue Chew, bro. I need to cut it out. Oh, we got Gears of War news. Gears of War E-Day Direct will be about 30 minutes long, scheduled on June 7th after the Xbox Game Showcase. So we're getting 30 minutes of gameplay, story, and just whatever else they gonna show us. Is Xbox back chat? Let me know. It makes us money, pretty much. Who's your favorite two characters in Slay the Spire? I like the dude with the ice and the electrical abilities, but he's a low tier character. So I've been playing Regent. I wasn't expecting to be bricked up tonight. Drop a super chat to apologize for letting us know that, sir. Is this an exclusive game? That's a good question. Most likely not. Well, ooh. How would y'all feel if Asha came on stage They showed off the game for like 30 minutes, right? And then they say at the end, wait, we got one more announcement. Then Asha busts through the Xbox logo like the Kool-Aid man. And she says, listen, nigga. I can say nigga because I'm a brown girl. And that brown boy from Toronto say it, so I'ma say it. Listen, nigga. We're like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? What does that have to do with Gears of War? Gears of War is an exclusive now. It's back. Would y'all go crazy? Let me know. Shout out to Nightmare with the $10 super chat. Marvel Rivals devs hitting the sales numbers Blizz wanted, Jeff. Pretty much. The announcement is coming back to the home team. This is going to be exclusive to the Xbox. No, she cannot. In other news, other Xbox news. Next-gen Xbox Project Helix will benefit from hardware and software teams working together, says an executive. What does that mean? Xbox boss Matt Booty has commented on the upcoming PC console hybrid device currently in the works under the codename Project Helix. Appearing on the next Xbox podcast, Booty, who was recently promoted to the chief content officer at Xbox, said Microsoft stands apart from other big publishers because the company has both hardware and software divisions, and this is helping make Project Helix better. Yo, Matt Booty, what the fuck are you talking about? Sony has hardware and they own studios too. Sony makes PlayStation and they also own Bungie. Don't they own Sony Santa Monica as well? The God of War maker? What the fuck are they talking about? You didn't invent that. What you did invent is buying up all these studios for billions of dollars, releasing successful games that make lots of money, and then laying off the studio. Yeah, we're looking at you guys in Hi-Fi Rush. What was that about? You did invent that. First game I ever seen do well and you laid off the staff. You did invent that. It's true that not every publisher has hardware and software divisions, but Microsoft's biggest competitors, Sony and Nintendo, do. In an event, yeah, and Nintendo has it too. Like, that's literally what Nintendo's known for. So what the fuck is he talking about? Nobody bought a Switch 2 to play Overwatch 2, and if you did, you're a fucking psycho. People buy Nintendo products to play Zelda. They buy it to play Mario. They make the games and the hardware. Niggas was standing in line at fucking 3 a.m. for the Switch 2 with a Minish cap on their head and a GameCube controller tied to their nipples, screaming, hot, hot, ah, They the only one out there, by the way. The store don't open until fucking 9 a.m. Like, what are you doing, bro? The Minish cap mafia is just weird. I don't know. They're doing it to keep themselves warm. They said tied to what? The GameCube controller tied to their nipples. In an event, Booty said Xbox hardware and software teams got involved with Project Helix early on to map out the vision and technical specs for the Helix. We're there every step of the way as these things come along. So it's an exciting time, and we've done with many consoles before. These two teams will work hand in hand as we get together, he said. As the hardware comes online, our teams will be the first to get involved. There's already a lot of that happening. Translation, not only are they working on Project Helix hardware, but apparently they probably have some games in pre-production that are probably going to be exclusive for that. They've got some games in mind. What's wrong with you? Everything. I don't know. That's my parents. I don't know. What up, Trey? This is where Xbox really shines and where we stand apart and what shows off what's unique about us, Booty added. He said, it's an exciting moment to announce Project Helix and showcase the synergy between Xbox hardware and software teams. Project Helix was unveiled by Microsoft's gaming CEO Asha in March, at which time she said it would be a hybrid device of sorts that plays PC and console games. At the Game Developers Conference in March, Xbox Next Gen VP Jason Ronald said alpha versions of the system will begin shipping to developers in 2027. As such, no members of the public should expect to be able to buy one of the consoles anytime soon. Listen, let's have some games that people actually want to play. I got a prediction for you. If we don't see gameplay of Blade by the end of this year, I wouldn't be shocked if they move this to the Project Helix and they make it like a launch title that's exclusive to the Xbox. I wouldn't be surprised. Because they're going to need something to push the Helix. Also, bring back the blades from the Xbox 360. I'm fine with that. I'd be fine with that too. It's too many games to play right now anyway. I'd be fine with that. But what else do they have? I don't know. Games canceled? Nah, it's not canceled. It's not canceled because Bethesda already confirmed that the what Elder Scrolls 6 is still a long ways out. That says to me their priority is probably Blade right now. So nah, I don't think it's canceled. That pissed me off if it was. If they cancel Blade right after they just canceled that Black Panther game, and keep in mind, we still haven't even seen footage of the Black Panther game with Captain America. That'd be 2 main black protagonists getting canceled. I'm gonna call racism on the industry. Racism. Why y'all always canceling the black leads? But the generic grizzled white man gets a game. Another one. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, they can't just have Halo and Forza as launch titles. They definitely cannot. They definitely cannot. Hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube. Other news. Other Xbox news. No, they didn't cancel Blade. Are you high? Xbox co-creator believes whatever Nintendo makes next is far more interesting than Project Helix. Oh, shit. Sassy. Xbox co-creator Seamus Blackley has been known to be pretty blunt with his opinions in the past, especially in relation to the direction that Microsoft has taken its gaming division in recent years. In a new interview with the Expansion Pass, Blackley touched on the idea that Microsoft is now entirely AI-focused and how a new game console would potentially fit within the company's new mission. As such, he states that his interest in Project Helix, Xbox's upcoming new hardware, is pretty low. Instead, he's far more invested in Steam and whatever Nintendo has up their sleeve next. A hypothetical Switch 3 it would be. I don't know what I'm excited about. I don't know as a developer what I'm excited about, and I don't know as a gamer what I'm excited about. I'm vastly more excited about Steam than I am about Helix. You just said you didn't know. Like, and then you directly contradicted yourself. I don't know what I don't know, but I am excited about Steam. Definitely more than Helix. As a gamer, from a content standpoint, as I think about everybody else, I think everybody would be. Or, you know, what's the Switch 3 going to be? That's really interesting to me. I actually hope that Nintendo doesn't do a Switch 3. I hope after the Switch 2, they move on and do something different, do something unique, get people excited. I feel like the Switch 2 is a little too safe. As far as Project Helix, you guys just need killer software, and it needs to be exclusive and be the most powerful hardware on the market. Maybe they can come up with something to get people excited besides that. I don't know if this would work, but how would y'all feel about what if one of the selling points for Project Helix was they took a page out of Steam's book, and like every quarter, so every autumn or fall, winter, summer, and spring, you would get a sale akin to like the Steam sales. Do you think that would appeal to people who don't want to build gaming PCs, where they know they can get 80% off games and shit like that every season? The Helix sales, it doesn't hit the same as the Steam sales, but I feel like that could appeal to some. That can't be the main selling point, but it could be one checkbox they could. Because no matter what any of us say, there's always going to be gamers out there that just don't want to build a PC. That is the reason why the Steam machine has so much hype behind it. But if they had sales competitive to Steam and you could just plug and play the console, I feel like that could move some units. Especially if you're somebody who primarily plays third-party games. Like if you love Ubislop, I can see that being a thing. Low-key, Xbox already does that. The games on sale are just okay, though. Well, then they're not doing it then, is what I'm saying. Like, it's got to be comparable to Steam. There's a reason why Steam sales are such a big deal. The last Steam sale, I bought 8 games for the price of 1. Paid $70 and got 8 games, and they were all AAA recent games, by the way. That's what makes the Steam sale so good. It can't be no bullshit. Oh, 20% off. Nah, nigga, we're gonna need 90. We're gonna need 90. Hell nah. By the way, Phantom Blade released a dev diary. Oh, word? Let's pull that up. I need something to watch anyway. Phantom Blade. This is a dev diary. I'm buying Steam games right now. Look at him. He hoarding shit, bruh. You got a link to it? Oh wait, Phantom Blade Zero gives the final update before the release. This is a reaction though. I don't want to watch a reaction. Anybody got a link to it? Am I bugging? What? Oh, is this it right here? Can you guys put Dev Diary in the fucking title? Yeah, this has got to be it. Shout out to the chat with the link.
For example, let's talk about the lion dance. Last year, we went together to Shenzhen to visit.
Is that the AI translation?
Dance. Of course, that was just a vague concept.
I do think it's funny because they were in the headlines last week. I guess they had some accusations on them that they were using AI art, and they came out and said that they weren't. The final game will have nothing AI related. I do think it's funny, like a week later, you put out a dev diary where you're clearly using AI. Like,
but this year, we have truly integrated it into the combat system.
The lion's movement is abstract. You can't just make it a four-legged lion because there are two people underneath.
this is auto dubbed.
Simultaneously
Is that what it is?
possesses the combat style of a large-scale, long-range boss. Yet at close quarters, it displays the style of a humanoid boss. For instance, the person in front will leap up and kick with both legs. When these elements are combined, you get an experience that feels...
Oh, it is. You're right. Never mind. All right, I take that off. Never mind. This is YouTube. But that's crazy. That means they uploaded it in Chinese. That's crazy. Why don't y'all just hire somebody in English to speak it?
within the entire action game genre.
Also, another thing everyone loved at the Game Awards this time is our character who uses drunken swordplay.
When you see him drinking...
Yes, exactly.
What did you just ask me? Since you live in Cali, what's your preferred method to fight ball stick? Does anybody understand that question? What the hell is ball stick? You gotta say pause, nigga. What the fuck? I don't understand what you said, dog.
The element of drunken
pause,
fist
nigga.
is something you've seen a lot in classic martial arts and kung fu films. It's a romantic, iconic expression of Chinese martial arts.
Oh, hell no.
So, we created a boss based on that concept. He can continuously build up energy by drinking. Once he's drunk,
I don't even want to
his
Google
footwork
that.
becomes unpredictable, his attacks become
They got a
erratic,
drunken
and
master.
his sword strikes from all sorts of unexpected directions.
I'm from Cali and I didn't know this thing.
The clever part is that if we defeat this boss, we can acquire his ability to use Drunken Fist, allowing players to perform nimble dodges and counterattacks at the very last second.
So they're taking the Mega Man approach. When you beat a boss, you get their abilities. That's pretty cool. My question would be, how effective would that be after you get the ability? Because one thing I do hate is when you get an ability and like it's completely useless in the main game.
Everything looks like a wobbly, drunken mess, yet it forms a combat style that is both intoxicated and elegant. It's like you're reinventing the entire action game genre.
Reinventing all the templates for action games.
He said I got
templates
swamp
are
ass
created,
low key.
People see them and
He
think,
meant your balls
wow,
sticking to
they
your
don't feel
leg.
jarring or out of place
I've
at all.
never heard of that referred to that. Why y'all asking
That's
me about
because
that?
these things, these movements, are a form of romance already deeply ingrained in our bones. We talk about wuxia, right? It actually has two levels: wu, martial, and sha, chivalry. And what is wu? Wu is the external expression.
It is
and
AI dubbed. It's
manifestation of
auto dubbed by
martial arts.
YouTube.
Last year, we visited many different martial arts schools. And then we returned to our cave to translate those into game data. Actually, this year we've conducted more research.
They got
and
real
exploration
kung
into
fu
how
masters
incorporate
to
traditional Chinese martial arts,
record the body
as well as
movements.
the expressive styles found in classic wuxia and kung fu films, into our games.
What story does Phantom Blade Zero tell?
What we just discussed is the wu martial aspect. As for
Wu.
wuxia, the sha heroism aspect is certainly more important. Wu is the outward manifestation, and sha is the inner essence. If I had to describe it in one sentence, I believe the spirit of sha lies in the fact that even when one is in deep trouble, they think of others first and prioritize the well-being of the common people, like lighting a lamp in the dark. Last year, we mentioned
Nah,
the
it wasn't me
protagonist saying,
authentic.
I am searching for my heart.
Woo Wednesdays.
This has two layers of meaning. First, physically, his heart has been injured. Is there perhaps a way within the Zhonghu to save it? Can I use these 6 days to find a way to heal my heart? This is the first layer, saving my body. The second, and actually more important layer, is saving my soul, because this protagonist is a master within an organization, having spent the first half of his life fighting for them. This raises a question.
Why am I getting Altair vibes? Is the organization gonna betray him type shit?
He lived for a very long time before, but can you call that truly living? Because you were acting as a tool, a pawn for an organization to wage war. Who you kill or who you save may not have been your own decision. So, in his final 66 days, he wants
the John the Space Cowboy with the big 25 super chat. I notice a lot of people on the internet, folks are internet rich. Then the stats come out and disprove how much everyone makes. Got people saying 80K isn't a lot of money who budgeted correctly in the mid tier. I feel like all those conversations are CIA psyops. You gotta keep in mind, there are gang divisions as well as there are divisions that monitor like pedos on the internet. Like the police have that, right? So who's to say the police doesn't have divisions that just sow division on the internet? That shit is all CIA psyops. Like niggas talking about $200 dates and shit like that and gender wars and shit. I'm like, bro, get over it, bro. I just say whatever works for you works for you. I wouldn't listen to none of that shit.
to truly live for once.
This is a PS5 exclusive. I think it's coming to PC.
Practice the way of chivalry that he believes in.
I think it is.
Because what does Shaw actually represent?
Yeah, it's coming to PC.
It represents heroes who emerge from among the common people. The grassroots spirit. I feel this is also another form of searching.
Am I bugging or is this like the frame rate is shaky?
For the heart. He is searching for his original intent, that pure heart of the hot-blooded youth from back then, before
Yeah,
the
Zeus
martial
Network
law wore down
is
his edges
definitely
and
the
changed
CIA.
who he was. I think this is also the kind of Shaw we want to convey.
Into the gameplay.
If you are a player who has played many PG or RPG games, you will be very familiar with side quests and main quests. We always have a main quest line to settle your own grudges or resolve your own affairs. You can understand it as the main quest. Then for side quests, you will certainly encounter other people by chance along your journey.
Right.
Other people have their own stories, and you are just a passerby in theirs. In other words, the process of helping others
What
is
up,
a bit
Lurkin?
like a butterfly flapping its wings. So, in the process of acting chivalrously, you might end up influencing your own main storyline and your own tales of love and hate. Under this influence, you will find it as
What's the best new game coming out? What's best is subjective after a certain quality level. So then the better question is, what games do you like? So we can recommend you the best game coming out that you
long
would
as you
like.
act according to your own path of
I can tell you what
chivalry
I
and do these
like.
things well, you will see it has a broader, more macro level impact. I think this might be a very meaningful interpretation as well.
Can we get a Wendy Woo Easter
Who
egg?
you
Yeah,
are
shut the fuck
determined by
up.
everything you do.
You know, I hope this game is good, but I don't know what it is about this gameplay. Something's off just about this to me. I don't know what it is.
As long as you stick to
Like
one
there's some level of
principle in
jank
everything
to
you
it to
do,
me.
These unrelated actions will come together, affecting who you are and influencing your future. Moving forward, we will certainly strive to complete this game and polish it to a level we are satisfied with.
I hope so.
We hope to present a product that is sufficiently excellent to players within our capabilities, and that is certainly our most important task right now. In the Black Myth, Wukong trailer, a hero saves an infant from a fire. After being saved, this infant grows up to become a new hero, who is our protagonist. In the real world, we are like that child, like that baby in swaddling clothes, a child nurtured and grown through the legacy passed down by creators before us.
Right. Yeah,
We
the
grew up
videos.
watching these
Oh,
martial
that's what
arts
it
movies
is.
and kung fu films.
Yeah, the video's
influenced and
not
nurtured
probably
by this
60
culture,
FPS.
and ultimately,
So it's affecting
we
the
inherited
gameplay.
this spirit. I hope to pass this spirit on through.
Hey, hey, listen, if anybody from the Phantom Blaze Zero team here sees this stream, I got an idea for y'all. Drop a demo. Drop a demo. As much as I look forward to this game, I don't know, I'm still a little bit skeptical about it. And this game comes out the same day, I think, as Wolverine. I think you guys would benefit from putting a demo out, like just to instill a little extra confidence. Why do people not drop demos anymore? It has more to do with like finances and greed. The thing about demos is they have to create a vertical slice, so they have to cut out a piece of the game, optimize it, and then get that up, which takes away from developing for the game. And you know, these suits just want to make their fucking money. So it's really a cost thing. It wasn't a big of a deal back in the day to make demos because games weren't as expensive to make back then. But now because everybody wants to make $100 million game, which goes back to why that whole conversation we had on the podcast about blaming California for everything is fucking stupid. The biggest issue in gaming right now is who said that every game needs to be $100 million plus on budget? Why are you guys making $200 million Concords? That is the real fucking issue, not California bad. Do you miss demo discs? Demo discs? No. But demos, yes. Lower that overhead. Then maybe we could get more demos, man. You would have more money and assets to flip it. Looks cool, though. Looks cool. The Pragmata demo was fire. Yeah, the best part about it is the demo doesn't have to be long. The Pragmata demo is literally 20 minutes. And Pragmata was not even on my radar. I mean, it was on the radar, but I'm going to be honest. Pragmata was in that category of, if there's nothing to play, I'll try it. But like, was I looking forward to it? I'm going to be honest, no. I thought it was going to be The Last of Us in space type shit. Oh, here we go. Another daddy-daughter simulator. and then they put the demo out, and that shit shot up to top 5 for me. Put the fucking demo out, bruh. So shout out to Rick Stroh with the hero. Appreciate it. Rick Stroh the hero with the sub. I appreciate it. Demos are important, especially with these games being so expensive. Other news, we got some mean accusations out there. Some accusations of plagiarism. Steam devs accuse Genshin Impact of straight up copying their entire game idea. Map is a cozy game where players survey a land in search of lost treasure. The indie game's central mechanics revolve around examining a map and pinning locations of interest as accurately as possible. Map provides players with measuring tools used by actual fuck that word. I can't talk today. People who fucking map out shit, which they can use to reach new areas. If any of this sounds familiar to players who have completed some recent quests in Genshin Impact, Maps creators don't believe that's a coincidence. I'm not gonna lie, this story is already losing me. German developers Piapo Games recently shared a video on social media that puts map and Genshin Impact side by side, highlighting how the two titles approach the same gameplay idea. In early April, the more mainstream RPG introduced a series of servicing quests where players must find the correct coordinates on a map. Genshin Impact judges how closely players calibrate the intended location. The closer the user gets, the better their score. Okay. There's only so many different ways you can explore a fucking map. What are we talking about? Yo, shout out to Don with the $2 super chat. Is the $10 off Pragmata for PS5 too, or just Steam? I believe it's the Steam version on the Green Man Gaming thing. Map hasn't been released yet. All right, bro, we're out. That game ain't even out yet. Shut the fuck up. How dare you accuse somebody of copying you and your shit ain't even been out? Genshin Impact been out for damn near 10 years now. What are we talking about, man? And I know this has nothing to do with gaming, but it was still a W, so I thought I'd share it. Live Nation illegally has monopolized ticketing market. Jury in an antitrust trial finds. Ladies and gentlemen, concerts might become cheaper.
Tonight, a major blow to concert behemoth Live Nation, which owns Ticketmaster, often blasted for its high ticket prices.
I went to a concert lately at a Live Nation venue, and the prices were kind of crazy.
A jury sided with more than 30 states that argued the company is a monopolistic bully, illegally dominating the industry in one of the most high-profile antitrust cases in decades.
If you don't know why this is a big deal, Ticketmaster has a monopoly. If you want to know why going to concerts is so expensive, is because Ticketmaster has a monopoly. I don't even know why this took so long to go to fucking court. I've watched documentaries where like I've seen people like I think it was a YouTube video where this woman was talking about she saw Michael Jackson during his original Thriller tour, and she had the ticket in she had it framed up. The ticket was like fucking $15, bruh, to go see Michael Jackson. These niggas at Ticketmaster want you to pay $300 to see Baby Chief Will Do It. Nigga, no. Absolutely not.
Great day for antitrust law. It's a great
And that was because that was before Ticketmaster, because Ticketmaster came into play in the 90s.
day for consumers and fans, and it's a great day for the 34 states and District of Columbia who I've been honored to work for on this matter.
The verdict followed 4 days of deliberations. Lawyers for the states presenting these messages from a Live Nation executive, joking, "I almost feel bad taking advantage of them and robbing them blind, baby." The jury also found fans were overcharged by Ticketmaster, the target of years of complaints over prices and technological meltdowns like ahead of Taylor Swift's Eras tour. The judge will determine what happens next.
The judge now imposes a remedy. That could be anything from breaking up the company to monetary penalties and anything in between.
Live Nation has vehemently denied acting as a monopoly and in court argued success is not
How are you going to deny you a monopoly? Who's your fucking competition then?
against the law, instead saying, quote, "We are fierce competitors." The verdict comes after the Department of Justice struck a surprise settlement days into the highly anticipated trial. But critics said it did not go far enough, and many states pressed ahead with the lawsuit, tonight walking away with a victory that could have a far-reaching impact in the music industry.
All right, we are joined now live by Emily Aketa. Emily, we heard
Get them the fuck out of here.
So what does that mean for fans who have bought tickets in the past or now in the future?
So there is the chance that some music fans could get some money out of this because the jury found that Ticketmaster overcharged about $1.72 per ticket, but it would be a very small amount. The bigger impacts, according to experts, would actually come down the line as the judge could determine to restructure Live Nation, which would increase competition and in turn potentially lower those ticket prices.
Some tickets.
Ding, 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 ding. So if you're a music fan, keep an eye on this story. This is a pretty big deal. Fucking how will it affect the music industry? Lower ticket prices. It'd be easier to actually go out and enjoy something, bro, because I don't care how much I like an artist. I'm not paying fucking, because nobody wants to go to a concert or a sporting event and sit in the seats where people look like fucking ants. I mean, if you do, more power to you. But then the conversation becomes like, did you really see LeBron? You might as well just stay at home and watch it on TV. Like, if I'm going to an event, I want some decent seats. And there's no reason why these seats are so goddamn fucking expensive, especially because it makes sense for more top tier artists, but like everybody's charging like top tier artists, and that's the problem, bro. Somebody in the chat just admitted he paid $280 to see YoungBoy. Nigga, you got robbed, bro. And not on Earth 1, 2, or 3, that should never be a $200 ticket. NBA YoungBoy, that garbage ass shit. What are we talking about, bro? Yeah, absolutely fleeced. Nigga paid $300 to go worship the devil. That's crazy. Like, like what are you talking about? Like, it should be based off supply and demand. The demand ain't that damn high. Let me switch over to my main account and see if there's anything in the shop box. Celsius strays. What the hell is this? What's the most you pay for your favorite artist? 150, 200 tops, but even still, like, I don't like. There's not too many artists that I like that much, bro. I'm not spending at the end of the day, I can just stay home and sing the song. I know the song, bro. I don't want to see you, nigga. Like, I don't care. I don't have like an obsession with celebrities. I don't care. I'll just sing the song at home. We're gonna put the Spotify on the TV and just sing the YouTube music. I paid $20 for Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. It was probably one of those smaller venues too. Dark Engines. You're not gonna watch the Mouse PI review for giggles and shits? Nah. I'm good. Silk Road Project official gameplay trailer. Bloodweaver. My mosh pit days are behind me. You guys don't want to hop in the mosh pit and bang heads with your bros. I don't think there's much. We about to get on the game. Oh, sweet 7-Eleven breakfast with strictly dumplings. Watch it. Imagine paying Coachella tickets for Justin Bieber and he's pressing play on YouTube. Them Coachella tickets, ain't they like 20,000 a pop? I saw a video that said, I didn't know this because I'm from the East Coast, so like Coachella's not that big. It didn't really become big until like the 2010s. But like, I watched a video that said Coachella originally was started as like a anti-establishment thing to make it cheaper for people to go to concerts. It was supposed to be the anti-Ticketmaster thing. Now Coachella has become the ultimate corporation event, bruh. Like that's crazy. The influencer Olympics, dude. That's fucking crazy. Celsius Stress. I was like, I did not know that shit. Coachella's for rich ass white kids and celebs. Crazy what it is now. That's not what it used to be. What am I looking at?
Enough wasting time. Let's get to work.
Leader of the Squeakers.
A city that runs itself.
What am I looking at?
Looks like it's got a lock pad. How'd it go?
All right, we're out of there, man. We're gonna play that off stream. Blood Gauntlet. Castlevania clone. I'm good off that. World Cup tickets are astronomical and alienate the real fans. World Cup tickets being expensive makes sense to some degree though, because it's a global event and like there's what 8 billion people on Earth and damn near everybody wants to go. That kind of makes sense why it's expensive. It's a supply and demand thing. But with concerts, no, they just drive up tickets, bro. They just drive up ticket prices. I promise you there's no reason why you should have spent $280 on a Young Boy concert. I promise you nobody above the age of 17 is checking for him. Anybody who graduated high school is not checking for him. GEDs and 17s, that's what's listening to that. But like the World Cup kind of makes sense because it's such a global event. These visuals are interesting. Yeah, Olympics makes sense too. I don't understand what kind of game this is though. Silk Road Project. It's got style, it's got flair. I just don't understand what kind of game it is. The tickets for this one are 3 or 4 times more expensive than the last one. Even the tailgating was banned. There's a couple reasons for that. I mean, since the last World Cup, inflation has gone up, so that's part of the problem. But the biggest part of the problem is, isn't America holding the World Cup this year? Yeah, y'all know where we at. Most of y'all are American in the chat. You guys are surprised that Americans are charging more for World Cup tickets? Come on now. This is the land of making a motherfucking dollar. You knew they was gonna do that shit. It is sad though, because the average American doesn't care about the fucking World Cup, but they gonna make sure motherfuckers get charged for that shit. Dynamic combat system. I'm not gonna lie, this game need a demo. This is kind of interesting. Dual character combos. The art is fire. I just don't understand the gameplay. Excuse me. Even WWE tickets are high. That's y'all fault, bro. Trump appointed Vince McMahon's wife as the Secretary of Education, and y'all niggas kept watching WWE. That's y'all fault, bro. I'm gonna repeat what I just said. Trump appointed the wife of the president of the WWE to the Secretary of Education. That shit is like, what's going on, man? What's going on? Oh shit! If I was a wrestling fan, I would have stopped watching right then and there, bro. The fuck are we? What does she have to do with the Secretary of Education, dude? What the hell? Oh my goodness, Blood Reaver. You said Vince's wife? Yes. Oh my God. Let me find out some of y'all are living. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is crazy. I'm seeing way too many people in the chat did not know that. Yes, Vince McMahon's wife is the head of education in the United States. Y'all didn't know that. I need y'all to pay attention to it. I thought people was joking. A Doom game. How do people not know that? I wish I could live my life just being blind to everything, man. That must be a good life, man. Just being ignorant. To know what's going on is sometimes feels like a curse, you know? You know, niggas didn't read till Kai Cenat. That's real. Shout out to Kai Cenat. That's why I say y'all gotta start making fun of Kai, man. Shout out to Kai. Better late than never. I'm not playing this shit. I'm gonna get on replace. I'm gonna use the bathroom though, bro. Shout out to Kai Cenat bringing books back, bro. They said Barnes and Nobles was about to go out of fucking business, man. And Kai Cenat did a stream with a book, and now we back.